The Harris family is no stranger to controversy, but this latest chapter involving T.I.'s son, King Harris, is bringing a level of drama that's on a whole new level. Just days before the birth of his first child, King's already landed himself back in jail, and the story behind how he got here and what might come next is something you have to hear to believe. There's family tension, legal trouble, and questions about whether King's prepared for the massive responsibility of fatherhood. This isn't just celebrity gossip. It's a story about a young man facing one of life's biggest challenges, and his journey is raising questions about family, accountability, and second chances. Let's get into it because there's a lot to unpack. First up, King Harris, who's only 19, is set to become a father. But it's not the happy news you might expect. Reports say that King initially didn't want to go through with it and even pressured the woman he was seeing to end the pregnancy. But his dad, T.I., stepped in and told King he had to take responsibility. And we're not talking about a friendly pep talk. T.I. apparently made it clear that King needed to man up and prepare for the real-life responsibilities that come with raising a child. So far, this sounds like a father trying to set his son on the right path. Right, but the story only gets messier. Instead of stepping up, King's been spiraling, and his recent actions are making everyone wonder if he's ready for what's coming next. Just days ago, King was arrested in what's becoming an ongoing pattern of trouble. Here's what went down. King was pulling out of a gas station when he nearly hit a police car. Officers immediately pulled him over, and what they found only made things worse. Not only was King allegedly carrying illegal substances, but he was also armed, with a warrant already out for his arrest from an earlier incident. Imagine this, your child is about to be born, and instead of being there to support the mother, you're sitting in the back of a police car. But here's the kicker. T.I. recently admitted that he's almost given up on trying to keep King out of trouble. According to sources, T.I. isn't rushing to bail him out of jail, meaning King might be there for a while, potentially even missing the birth of his own child. And while T.I. might be hoping this experience will teach King a valuable lesson, many people are wondering if this tough love approach will actually help King get on the right track or push him further away. It doesn't stop there. T.I. recently shared in a radio interview that he's already accepted King's baby as his own grandchild, even saying he's planning to raise the child to be the greatest gangster of all time as a way to give King a taste of his own medicine. "I'll raise that kid to make King's life just as tough as he made mine," he joked. And while some listeners found it funny, others weren't so amused. Online reactions came in fast, with some saying that T.I.'s comments showed he was more focused on payback than helping King grow up. One comment that's been getting attention reads, "Shouldn't T.I. be helping King learn how to be a responsible dad instead of planning to torture him with his own child?" And if you think King's attitude has been an issue only recently, think again. This young man's had a long history of rebelling against his family's values, and his actions have raised eyebrows for a while now. Just a few months ago, he got into a physical altercation with his own dad, right in front of thousands of fans during an Atlanta Falcons game. Their argument spilled over onto Instagram Live, where T.I. publicly called King out for trying to act tough despite being raised with privilege. T.I. didn't hold back. He reminded King and everyone watching that real responsibility and toughness aren't about looks or reputation. They're about actions. But it's unclear if that message ever sank in with King. And now, as if the arrests, fights, and child on the way weren't enough, there's another layer to this story that has people questioning if King is even close to ready for fatherhood. Reports have surfaced that King's already refusing to take financial responsibility for his own child. Apparently, he didn't want to pay the mother child support, and T.I. had to step in to cover those payments himself. Let that sink in. T.I., who's preparing to be a grandfather, is already having to take on King's responsibilities as a father. The whole situation has sparked an online debate, with many people saying that if King isn't willing to step up financially, he might not be prepared to step up emotionally or mentally either. And as if that wasn't enough, here's another twist. T.I. recently threw a baby shower for King's soon-to-be-born child, but rumors say that he practically had to drag King to attend. Imagine that, you're about to become a dad, and you can't even be bothered to show up at a celebration for your own child. This lack of interest is leaving fans, critics, and even family members questioning if King truly understands what's at stake. It's one thing to be young and make mistakes, but it's another to ignore the reality of becoming a parent altogether. The internet is, of course, buzzing with opinions, and they're not holding back. One viewer commented, "If King can't even handle showing up to his baby shower, how is he going to handle sleepless nights and endless responsibilities?" Another said, "Is T.I. going to end up being more of a father to King's child than King himself?" It's clear that people are worried King isn't ready to handle the responsibilities of being a dad. especially with his behavior becoming more erratic and reckless. But with all of this going on, here's the big question. Can King turn things around before it's too late? Or is he set on a path that's going to lead to even more heartbreak for him and his family? Ty's approach to letting King face the consequences might work, or it might drive a deeper wedge between father and son. And with a baby on the way, there's more than just King's future on the line here. This is now about the future of an innocent child who deserves stability, love, and a responsible parent. So, what's next for King Harris? Will he rise to the challenge and prove everyone wrong? Or are we about to see even more fallout from his ongoing struggles? And with T.I. publicly questioning whether he can help King anymore, could this be a defining moment for their family, forcing them to face some tough truths? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this situation is far from over. What are your thoughts? Do you think King can step up, or is he in way over his head? And is T.I. right to let him learn the hard way, or should he step in as the real father figure for his grandchild? Drop your thoughts, theories, and reactions in the comments, because we know you have a lot to say about this one. And if you want to stay updated on the latest developments, make sure you check out our other videos and subscribe, because the Harris family drama is only getting started.